Hey, Ferren here with netimpactmarketing.com, and in this video I want to show you how to improve your average email response rate. Now you might be, thinking in the back of your mind that email marketing is not what it used to be. In fact, you might believe the hype and thinking that email marketing is dead and maybe it's something that you should give up on because, more people are using their cell phones and they're responding over text faster than they are over email. Maybe people are using social media and they're responding over Facebook Messenger more than they are over email. And you might be thinking, you know what, email may not be worth my time. And look, here's the deal. I'm going to be honest with you. I used to begin thinking in that path too, and then I realized that it's not the email marketing that's the issue, it's the response rate, and you have to be able to work on improving that. And I'm going to show you how to do that in this video, but before I do, let's clear up some myths right now about this email marketing ordeal being dead. That couldn't be any further from the truth. Email marketing is not dead. The truth is that email marketing is alive and well, and I'm going to prove that to you right now. First and foremost, there was a study conducted by Oberlo. It says that currently, right now, as of the time that I'm making this video, we have 4.2 billion email users. And guess what? That number is actually rising, okay? Oberlo has tracked it. They said, okay, right now we have 4.2 billion email users. And 2 years from now, from the time that I'm making this video, we're probably going to be increasing to 4.5 billion email users, okay? You got Opt-in Contacts. They did a recent study, and they said that 75% of millennials use email for business, and 73% of young adults actually open emails on their phones. So, you see a lot of people that say, yeah, they use their cell phones and they're just texting and that's it. Well, guess what? They're actually opening their emails as well. So you got to really take that into account, that email marketing isn't necessarily dead. 35% have purchased from the brand that they subscribe to. So meaning that basically 35% of the people that subscribe to whatever brand that they're subscribed to, they actually make a purchase. Now, again, those numbers can vary depending on the industry, depending on your product, depending on your offer. But the reality is that people are still using email to make purchases and conduct business. It says here that 72% open emails solely because of the discounts offered. And, we'll talk more about that as well. But the reality is that if you're able to position yourself to be able to get more people to respond to your emails, you can still have a profitable business and be able to get results in your business. Okay. So you might be wondering and thinking to yourself, is email really worth my time? Is it really worth my time to focus on improving my average response rate? And my answer is yes, it's absolutely worth my time. Okay. But here's the question you're probably asking yourself. You're probably asking yourself, why do I have a low email response rate? Okay, why do I have a low email response rate? Well, I've actually made a couple conclusions that I'll discuss in a moment. I'm going to get to that. But before I do, let's actually talk about the major components of what an email response rate is, because we have to know what the problem is before we can actually address the problem with a solution. So what are the two major components that measure your email response rate? Okay, there's actually two that determine the calculation in itself. There's more than two components, but these two are major, and you should be very familiar with these. Okay, number one is your open rate, and number two is your click-through rate. Okay, your open rate and your click-through rate. So what do I mean by your open rate? Well, your open rate is determined by the amount of subscribers on your email list versus the amount of subscribers who actually open your email. Okay, so you're looking at all the subscribers on your email list, and out of all those subscribers, how many actually open your email? That number is your open rate, okay? Now, your click-through rate is determined by the number of subscribers on your email list who actually open your emails versus the number of subscribers who actually open your email and click on the main link in that email, okay? So again, out of all the subscribers on your email list, there's a certain percentage that's going to open those particular emails that you send out. Okay, that is your open rate. Now, once that small percentage opens those emails, okay, then you have to see how many of those, out of that small percentage, how many are actually going to click the link in the email. okay, and take you up on your offer, or take some sort of action in your email, okay? That is your click-through rate. Who clicked through to your offer or to the next page that you wanted them to click through to, okay? So that's your open rate versus your click-through rate. Let's get a little bit more detailed in this, okay? Let's look at some numbers behind this, okay? Let's, first of all, before we get into numbers, let's have a reality check, okay? This is the reality check, and I have to, again, I want to be 100% genuine with you and keep it real with you, because the reality is that not everyone who subscribes to your email list will open your emails. There's some people that are going to subscribe to your email list and they'll never open the email. Never open the email, okay? And you might be wondering, well, why would they subscribe to the list in the first place? I mean, who knows? There's going to be a number of reasons why people subscribed, but why didn't they open the email? You know what I mean? That's just reality. Something that every business deals with. No business has a 100% email open rate. That's just not real. That's not reality. Okay. Also, not everyone who subscribes to your email list, who actually opens your emails, will actually click the link in your email. Okay. So again, looking at all your subscribers, the people that actually open the email, they might just read it and take no action. Okay, that's just reality. Okay, not everybody, but most of the people on your list, that may be how they respond. So we have a real dilemma. We have really a real problem that we need to solve and figure out, right? But let's look at some numbers. The average email open rate, and this is all industries across the board, okay? The average email open rate is said to be between 20 and 40%, okay? And the average email click-through rate is between 2 and 2.69%. Again, this is all industries across the board, okay? So here's an example, okay? So if you have 100 people on your email list, right, and your email open rate is 20%, then that means only 20 people actually open your email. All right. Now, if we take those 20 people and determine that your email click-through rate is 2.69%, right, then maybe only one person actually clicked the link in the email, while everyone else may have just read the email. And so you really have to really think about and take a step back and look at these numbers and realize, okay, I have to improve my email response rate. I have to, maybe I have to send more emails. Maybe I have to, craft my offers better. But, here's the deal. Let me boil this down, because you really have to look at your average, your company's average versus the average of your industry. So whatever industry you're in, remember that fact I told you that, between all industries across the board, between 20 and 40% actually have that's the actual open rate. But the reality is that your industry could be much lower, or your industry could be much higher than that. Okay. There's some industries that when I was doing my research, there were some industries that averaged 15%. Okay, 15%, which is a really low open rate. However, again, is ways that you can actually improve upon that. Okay, so you want to find out what your average is compared to your industry, and then figure out, okay, what it is that I need to do to actually improve and increase my actual response rate, my open rate, my click-through rate. Okay, so again, why do you have a low email response rate? Let's get into the why factor. Okay, we talked about the technical aspects of it, as far as the percentages of your open rate and the percentages of your click-through rate. We looked at the industry average, but let's look at why you have a low email response rate. I actually got a couple conclusions on that. Number one is deliverability. Okay, deliverability. This is very, very important. You have to pay close attention to this, because here's the thing about deliverability. The question I have is, do your subscribers still have a valid email, right? There's a lot of people that have emails that they may have used it for some time, and maybe they shut down their email, right? And so the thing is that your open rate is still being calculated whether they have a valid email or not. So you have to really go through your list and find out, okay, which emails are bad versus which emails are still active, and you got to get rid of those bad emails. I'll get on that in a moment, okay? Other questions you have to ask about deliverability. Is your sender email blacklisted? Now, what I mean by sender email, this is the email that is used in your email marketing platform that you use to send out the emails, okay? So it doesn't just come from the email marketing provider that you have. It actually comes from whatever email you put into that system. And you have to ask yourself, okay, is it blacklisted? There's ways you can look up your email and find out if it's blacklisted or not. And the thing is that if it is blacklisted, meaning that it's looked at by most email providers as spammy, right? Then you're going to be blocked and it's going to go to the junk folder. And that's really the next question you have to ask yourself are your emails hitting the spam folder, the junk folder? Where are they going? Are your subscribers even getting your emails? That is a very, very critical question, because this will crush your open rate. Obviously, if they're not getting the emails, they can't open the emails, okay? Also, are your emails going to the promotions tab, okay? Gmail, this is mainly for Gmail users, okay? They have 3 tabs. They have your inbox, they have your social tab, and then they have your promotions tab. So if people don't check the promotions tab where all the offers pretty much go, where all the business offers pretty much go, then they'll never see your email. And again, that may be why your open rate is low. Okay, so you really have to take a look at that. Look at your email list and find out if there's a lot of Gmail users on there. And if so, then you have to figure out a solution. I'm going to give you the solution. If you have a lot of Gmail users on your email list like I do, there's actually a solution that you can implement that can help figure out, okay, how can I get it to where my emails actually go from the promotions tab to the actual inbox? I'll tell you that in a second, okay? Now, you also have to find out whether your email marketing provider is flagged, okay? So if your email marketing provider is actually flagged where, most of their users are, doing spam and, just don't have a good reputation with like Gmail and Yahoo and Hotmail and all those other email providers out there, if your email marketing platform doesn't have a good reputation with them and they're flagged, then you're screwed from the get. No matter what solutions that you implement in your email marketing campaigns, you're going to keep hitting that junk folder, that spam folder. It's just going to keep happening. And so you really have to figure out what you're going to do from that standpoint, okay? So I'm actually going to give you some solutions, okay? So solution number 1, again, you need to check to see if all the email addresses on your list are valid, okay? If you see any that are not valid, and your email marketing platform should be able to tell you which ones are valid versus which ones are not, because it'll say that they bounce back, then you need to just go ahead and delete them. Okay, go ahead and delete them because you're not really getting the true open rate or click-through rate. You're not getting the truth behind that, okay? So you need to go ahead and delete all the invalid emails on your list, and that's actually going to save you some money. A lot of people don't realize that you're being charged for the amount of email users that you have, and so if you have a lot of email users that are invalid, you're still being charged for them. So that's crazy. Delete them, get rid of them because they're not valid, okay? Number 2, educate your subscribers on how to add you to their whitelist and address book prior to them going to their inbox. So again, if you get somebody to sign up for a special offer and you have a thank you page, on that thank you page is where you actually tell them, hey, go ahead and add us to your email list or go your whitelist or your address book, and actually show them how to actually do it. A lot of people are not tech savvy, so you have to actually break it down and show them exactly how to do it. Again, I'll show you an example of how I did this. This is very important, especially if you have a lot of Gmail users. Number 3 is to get unblacklisted. So if your email, you find out that your email is blacklisted, and then again, you can just go to Google and type in, how do I find out if my email is blacklisted, or is my email blacklisted? There's a bunch of sites out there that will, help you determine whether or not your email is blacklisted. And most of those are free, okay? And when you find out that your email is blacklisted, they'll give you the steps that you need to take to actually get your email unblacklisted, okay? And I actually did this for a couple companies that I did business with, and I found out that the email was blacklisted, and we went in and we followed all these different technical steps dealing with their server and their web developers and so forth. When we got the email unblacklisted and they were good to go, we saw an increase in their open rates and click-through rates because of the fact that now people are actually receiving their emails, okay? Number 4, change email marketing providers. So if your email marketing provider is flagged, if it has a bad reputation and your open rate is just so low and you're just not sure that, people are getting those emails, and that you have a targeted email marketing list, but people just aren't opening your emails, you're like, what the heck is going on? Your email's not blacklisted. It may be that your email marketing provider has been flagged. This happened to me before. I kept sending out emails and I wasn't getting a good response at all. And I'm like, people are specifically signing up for these offers. And literally, I reached out to a couple of them on Facebook and they said, dude, I never got an email from you. Come to find out, the email marketing provider that I was using wasn't as good as the one I could have been using. So as soon as I switched, that's when I saw an immediate increase in my open rate. And I literally sent out the same email I sent out before with the old email marketing provider. So that told me right then and there that that email marketing provider did not have a good reputation with the email providers such as Google, Yahoo, Hotmail, AOL, and so forth, okay? People actually still use AOL. So you definitely want to make sure that you're able to do business with people that actually use a lot of these different platforms out here. Okay. And number 5, of course, is to target your email marketing. Okay. You want to send emails to people who actually want and need your emails. Okay. Meaning that you're providing information, you're providing value, you're providing products that they actually want and need. And of course, that's going to increase your response rate. Okay. Just that alone will increase your response rate because you're sending it to a targeted email marketing list. Now, this is an example of what I meant for, those of you that are, have a lot of Gmail users on your email list. This is an example. I made a little video where I actually educate my subscribers on how to add my email address to their whitelist or to their address book. Okay. And when they do that, guess what? My emails don't go to the promotions tab in Gmail where all the other business offers goes. It goes straight to their inbox. The inbox is the most checked location in your Gmail. Everybody checks their inbox. In fact, when you log into Gmail, it defaults and takes you straight to your inbox. It doesn't take you to the promotions tab or the social tab. It takes you to your inbox. And that's exactly where I want to be. I want to be front and center. As soon as a person logs in, they're able to see that I sent them an email and they can go ahead and open it and respond to it. Okay, so that is something that you really, really got to take under consideration when it comes to increasing your email response rate. Now, that's not the only reason. Deliverability is not the only reason that your email response rate is low. Okay, I come up with another conclusion. Okay, and number 2 is the reason. Now, what do you mean like the reason? Didn't you just say the reason is the reason? That doesn't make any sense. Well, look, check this out. What is the reason? Okay, so have you given your subscribers a good reason to open your email? Okay, do they have a good enough reason to open your email? Okay, have you justified their reason for actually opening your email enough to where they're compelled to click the link? So what I mean by that is, check this out. Okay, you got when somebody logs into their email, they get hundreds of emails from different companies and friends and family, all these different emails. And so they're sorting through, they're scrolling up and scrolling down. And, basically they're clicking the emails that they feel are relevant to them. Okay. That are important to them. They have reasons to open all these emails. And so my question to you when it comes to your email marketing campaign and the types of emails that you send out is, have you given your subscribers a good enough reason to actually open your email? Okay. Have you given them a good enough reason to actually open your email? Now, once they open your email, have you justified their reasoning for opening your email enough to where they're actually compelled to click it? So, you open up some emails and, you might feel like you've been misled. You might, it might be a bunch of hype. It might be a bunch of junk. And you're like, man, I'm not clicking on this link. I don't want nothing to do with this. And you immediately close it. You might even unsubscribe, right? And so that happens, it's common. It happens every day with businesses. And so you have to realize and take a step back and say, okay, there's something that I need to improve about my message, maybe in my email. Maybe I need to improve my subject lines to make it more compelling and attractive to, pique their curiosity and give them a good enough reason to actually open your email. And once they open it, give them a good enough reason to justify the fact that they opened it and say, you know what, maybe I should click this and see what this offer is all about. Or maybe I should click this and see what this action he wants me to take or she wants me to take is all about, right? So you, again, have to identify what the reason is that people should open your email. And you have to make that clear so that they can actually take action on it. There's actually, when you think about it, right? There's actually 5 reasons that I discussed. I'm actually discussing this on my website. I'm going to give you the 5 main reasons that someone would actually open your website. And once you address these reasons, you're going to see an immediate increase in your average response rate. Your open rate is going to go up. And again, your click rate should go up as well because of the fact that you, again, are going to address the message. I actually talk about this on my website. I actually wrote a full-blown article about, just how to get more people to open and click your emails and increasing your overall response rate and, getting into targeted email marketing. And you can actually find it on my website. Again, you can just go ahead and click the link below. And once you click the link below, it'll take you over to the article where you can learn more about it and you can learn more about targeted email marketing services. And if you're wondering, okay, who is this guy? Again, my name is Ferren. I'm actually a digital marketing consultant, but, more importantly, I'm a father of 3 children. I'm a #1 best-selling author. I'm a web designer, and I'm an actual certified digital marketer. So I'm certified to do this. You can see all the different areas that I'm actually certified in at the moment. And I'm also doing something new that's dealing with leadership training and team training. And that's something that I really want to be able to begin doing for a lot of these small businesses in my area as well as throughout the United States. So again, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I'm about, and I want to help you again by helping you get real results in your business. In this particular video, we're talking about increasing our average email response rate. And again, go ahead and check out the article. It's below. Click the link. It'll take you over there. Check it out. Read it. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Let me know. Leave a comment on this video. Whatever you need to do. And let's connect. Let's get together and let's actually start improving these results out here, because email marketing is not dead. I just showed you so much proof, so many numbers and factual information to show that email marketing is actually trending up. And so you have to really get your business involved, make the necessary adjustments, and get the results that you need to get. So hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and click the link below, and I'll see you next time.